Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Teacher Elisha. For this week, we're going to learn a topic on Module 2. This video is meant for Year 4 students. The content for today's lesson is from Year 4 Get Smart Plus textbook, Module 2, My Week. Let us see the learning standards that we are going to learn. The main learning standard is, and the complementary learning standard is, let us start with the vocabulary for today's lesson. The first one is, what can you see from the picture? It's called art. Art. The second vocabulary is music. Music. Next, we have PE. It's a subject, or in Malay we call it as pendidikan jasmani. Next, we have maths. Maths. Mathematics. Next, we have science. Next, social studies. Social studies. Next, we have writing. Writing.
Module 2. My Week. Sing a song. Vocabulary. Art. Music. PE. Maths. Science. Social studies. Writing.
Now, teacher is going to play a video for you and you will have to read. If possible, you can turn your textbook to page 16 and read together. Are you ready? Let's go!
Does Anna like PE? Listen and read.
Hey Sandy, how often do you have PE?
4 times a week.
Me too. I don't like PE. I like art, but I only have art once a week, on Thursdays.
I have art twice a week, on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Bye Sandy, see you after school.
Bye, Anna. Here's your timetable.
Thanks.
Sandy?
Anna, what are you doing here?
Sandy, I've got your timetable.
And I've got yours. Sorry.
That's okay, thanks. Hey Sandy, how often do you have PE?
4 times a week.
Me too. I don't like PE. I like art, but I only have art once a week, on Thursdays.
I have art twice a week, on Mondays and Wednesdays.
Bye Sandy, see you after school.
Bye, Anna. Here's your timetable.
Thanks.
Sandy?
Anna, what are you doing here?
Sandy, I've got your timetable.
And I've got yours. Sorry.
That's okay, thanks.
Alright students, now teacher will show you some statements about the passage that you have just listened to. I want you to identify whether the statement is true or false. Alright, number 1. Okay, Sandy has PE every day. Is it true? Let us see the picture. "Hey Sandy, how often do you have PE?" And then Sandy said, 4 times a week. It means that Sandy don't have PE every day. So the statement is false. So how do you write the correct answer? Yes, Sandy has PE 4 times a week. Second question, Anna likes PE. Is it true? Look at the picture. Me too. I don't like PE. So the statement is false. The correct answer should be Anna doesn't like PE. Number 3. Anna likes art. Is it true? Let us look at the picture. I like art. So the answer or the statement is true. Next, number 4. Anna has art once a week. Okay, I like art, but I only have art once a week on Thursday. So, is the statement correct? Yes, true. Next, number 5. Sandy doesn't have art on Thursday. Let us see about Sandy. I have art twice a week on Mondays and Wednesday. So is the statement correct? Yes, true. Now, boys and girls, I want you to turn your textbook to page 17 and look at the picture. The boy is talking to the girl. Alright, just now you have listened to what Sandy and Anna talk about, right? I am sure that you have listened to this type of questions before. How often? So for today's structure, we will learn about how often do you. Okay, now you can see that we have once, twice, and thrice. Once means one time. Twice means 2 times. Now, thrice. Thrice means 3 times. But for your information, thrice is not commonly used in today's English because it was traditionally used by British English. So, right until this moment, we don't use thrice anymore. So we use thrice as 3 times. Next, for 4 times, 5 times, and so on, we use it as 4 times and 5 times and 6 times and so on. Alright, here we have the sentence structure that we use to write adverbs of frequency in a sentence, okay? So we use adverbs of frequency to say how often we do something. Okay, just like what teacher explained just now, we use once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times. So you can see it here in the table. We have number of times, adverbs, and example phrases. So if you are doing that thing for 1 time, we use once a week. And then if 2 times, twice a week. 3 times, 3 times a week. 4 times, 4 times a week, and 5 times, 5 times a week, and so on. If you are doing it for 14 times a week, then you should write as 14 times a week. So that is how we write it in sentence structure. Next example. Alright, can you see at the calendar? We can see that there are 3 ticks in a month. So, Timmy goes fishing 3 times a month. Next, alright, look at the calendar. How many ticks do we have? Okay, you can see that there are 1 tick in each week. So in total, Ben lifts weights once a week. Now let us watch a video on how you use it in a sentence so you can understand better about it.
How often do you?
How often do you?
How often do you brush your teeth?
How often do you? How often do you?
Always, always, I always brush my teeth. How often do you?
How often do you?
How often do you use chopsticks?
How often do you? How often do you?
Usually, I usually use chopsticks. How often do you?
How often do you?
How often do you take out the trash?
How often do you? How often do you?
Often, I often take out the trash. How often do you?
How often do you?
How often do you do the laundry?
How often do you? How often do you?
Sometimes, I sometimes do the laundry. How often do you?
How often do you?
How often do you bake cookies?
How often do you? How often do you?
Rarely, I rarely make cookies. How often do you?
How often do you?
How often do you drive a car?
How often do you? How often do you?
Never, I never drive a car.
Alright, now let's take a look at the example, shall we? Okay, number 1. How often do you have art? Okay, let's take a look at the table. Only one time, right? You can see at the table, only one mark. So the answer is once a week, one time a week. Number 2, how often do you have PE? Alright, PE we have 2 ticks, right? So it means twice. The answer is twice a week. Twice a week. Next, number 3. How often do you have maths? Alright, maths. Let us count the tick. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So the answer is every day. Every day from Monday to Friday. Now we move on to the second exercise. How often do you do these things? Okay, number 1, change socks, tukar stocking. So how many times you change your socks? We change the socks every day. Every day, okay? We change socks every day. Alright, the second one, wash face. So for a day, how many times you wash your face? Yes, twice a day, right? So in a week, we wash our face 14 times a week. Number 3, wash feet. So how many times you wash your feet? Alright, this is up to you, up to your individual on how many times you do a week. But for teacher wash my feet 9 times a week. Next, brush teeth. This one we do every day, right? So, I brush my teeth twice a day. Twice. 2 kali sehari. The last one, take a bath. Okay, how many times do you take a bath? Mandi. So, for teacher, I take a bath 3 times a day. Okay, 3 times a day. Alright students, that's all for today's lesson. I hope you enjoy and learn a lot about my lesson for today. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.